Hi, hello, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. Today we are in our Erin Condren 7x9 daily duo. We need to get our week at a glance all set up. So for this week, it is week 41. That is October 6th through the 12th. We're going to be using kit 376, which is this kit right here. I just went through and I pre-planned for a few months, like exactly what kit I want to use and what the week number is. And I put a quick post-it note there. This has been really helpful because when I sit down to plan, there is no decision making happening. Like it has already happened. I love it. All right, so kit 376, this is 7x9 WAG. And I love this. Like it's fall / Halloween, like nice and simple. We're gonna get going here. To start out, I love to grab my Pigma Micron, and this is a number 10. I like the 10 or 12 for like the juiciness. And so we said week 41 and October 6th through the 12th. And then we're also going to use this Ahuhu dual tip dot pin in this pink color. It coordinates really nicely with the pink pumpkins on here. And so I have that out so that I don't forget. Let's go ahead, and I really like just writing the numbers in. And every now and then I'll turn it sideways and do it this way, but I don't know, lately I just like the simplicity of going straight down the line. Okay, and let's fold this under actually. One thing I like to put in right away is my work schedule. And this week I work Monday and Thursday. So let's go ahead, come over here and steal that. And I love putting that in the same exact corner, top left. That way my eye is trained to just look directly right there right away to know if I have to work. Okay, so Monday time and location. Is my pin starting to write out or run out? I thought this was a brand new one. These are the Pentel Intergel. They are needle tip 0.07. And I love these. I just buy the inserts for them again. And so this pin has probably been being used for a few years. These write beautifully on the Erin Condren paper, but then I use it on all this regular paper and I just love it. So I haven't switched these for a long time. All right, and then I work on Thursday, and those hours start at 7, and I'm in the lab. So we'll just kind of write all that in. All right, a few other things we like to put in is trash and recycling and paydays. So let's get a few of those little icons out here. And then the word payday. So payday is on Monday. So we just throw it straight up there. And these icons I like to have up and down. I don't know, I just think they're kind of cute that way. And then Wednesday is our trash day. And so I literally, this week is trash and recycling. So I put both of them down for that reason. All right, down here, this is workouts. I've been getting really good at like taking my walks and all that kind of stuff. Granted, it has been like 90 degrees outside. It's been so warm, you guys. And finally this week it's going in the 60s and 70s, which is kind of weird for the Midwest. Like usually we're in the 60s and 70s already. I like to put 7 dots down. So this is each day of the week is what that ends up looking. And then I just write right next to it what day of the week it is. And then I also like to write when I work over here because that affects my ability to like just freely do stuff. And so Monday and Thursday. Sometimes it actually helps me walk, like if I take a walk on my lunch break. And then other times it does not. So we just have to play it by ear. I think we're gonna start laying down stickers and then go back through and fill in all the specifics with y'all. Okay, so the header goes there and then we pull off this huge sticker, and I like to just line it up down here with this bottom line, and then it works out perfectly. There we go. Okay, those are so cute. I love them, you guys. Okay, and then the other thing I like to do is if we go straight across, like this is all of Monday's space, this is all of Tuesdays, so I like to put a dot at the beginning of each of those day spaces, and that way like it's very, very clear which one is Wednesday and so forth and so on. So we'll come back through and we'll do this here in a second, but I do want to flip over and get the rest of these stickers going down. So this cute one, we just line up down here on this bottom line. I can't believe how far through we are here in this planner. Like we're getting towards the back of it, and I feel like I just started the planner. I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, and then we're gonna go up here. We do the same fashion every single week, and guys, that way we have no decisions to be made. Our brain is already trained to look exactly where we have stuff laid out because it's going the same every week. The only thing I've kind of switched was this, but I have stuck with this workout for a while. I'm just not doing the good job following through with the workouts. So I need to get there. But this definitely does encourage me for that, which you would think that like what a minute little thing, but it really does because I see it sit empty. Sometimes too, I just forget to write it in there. Like I'm doing the work, I just don't always get it written in. Okay, then down here, this is usually grocery pickup. And then we have our meals, and this will be meal prep. So let's count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a space, so 6 spaces, because I like to do 3 to 5 meals, and then it'll be like leftovers. Or one night this week is like a fundraising out to eat night for school, and so we want to go participate in that and support our local schools. And I learned that 100% of the cookies, it's like through McDonald's. So I forget what percentage we get. I'd have to look at what percentage we get for the food sales, but the cookie sales, 100% of that goes back to the school. So I think what I'm gonna do is go in and buy a whole bunch of cookies and take them to the dance girls because they will absolutely love that. Okay. Then actually let's go get rid of this one because you'll see when I flip this page, I have already filled in like my to-do list over here and a few things just because I wanted to get it like out of my mind, get the week going, all that kind of good stuff. So over here, we like to do one of those. And then if we grab a box here, we like to use brain dump. So let's get that. And we need to look back in the colors and find a box. Let's see, we have pink, yellow, black, and orange, I believe. So let's look. Let's see. Let's do, I think let's do one of these top oranges. And then I'm gonna leave this out for a second because also, we like to put bottom washi, and so I need to find some bottom washi to use. Okay, that's cute. And let's grab this one over here to write in what week and date range it is, because we always like that. Oh, this yellow is kind of cute. I wish I had 2 of the thicker yellow, but let's see. I feel like this is going to work all the same though. Cute. Love it. So then to pull this yellow up there, I think let's go ahead and grab, it's not a perfect shade of yellow, but it will do. No, that one's not as bright. Let's grab the brighter one. And we're gonna put it, I'll fix that here in a second. We're gonna put it up here just to add a little bit more depth also. There. And let's get our micron again, and we're just gonna write in week 41, October 6th through the 12th. And I like having that up there because, again, I do refer up there for all of this stuff. As I'm going throughout the week, I'm like, okay, today is the 9th, so that means I only have a few more days. What day of the week can I get this done on? It kind of sounds silly, but it does really work in my brain. Okay, that one. So last night we finally got rain for the first time, and it has to be over a month. I mean, it's been a ridiculous dry spell, and oh my gosh, I slept pretty gosh darn good because of it. You know how good during like rainstorms you can sleep. So, and I've been needing a good sleep, oh my gosh, really badly. So I feel all good. I have a really busy day today, like lots of stuff, business and personal, that I need to get done. And so we need to like stick with it. Here I started writing down like my goals for the week, and there's more that I want to write in here, but then I got busy and didn't get this done. But I think, I don't think I have a goal sticker. Let's look, because if I did, I feel like it'd be right here. And so if I don't have a goal sticker, that's fine. We can make one. Let's go ahead then. And, or should we put, we have a whole bunch of this week. I feel like we could put this week and that'll work out. Let's get a box out. And so let's see if we have a pink one. Pink is usually way back at the back. Oh, we have gray otherwise. Not that pink. That's really bright, but I feel like we can make it work. Oh, this one will work. Let's do that. Ooh, no, that clashes with the pink that I'm using there actually. So let's go on to, let's just use a gray one. I feel like that'll work just fine. And I guess let's make it skinnier because that one doesn't fit as well as I'm thinking. Oh, Lord. There we go. And instead of goals, it'll just say this week. And I feel like that is perfectly fine. This page is actually done. Like, that's really, really good. And so there might be a few things that I can actually mark off of here already that are done for this week, but I'm just going to leave it be for now. And then we are going to go back over here. So the reason why I ended up flipping forward is we are going to cut out this section, but real quick, what I want to do is put the kit number down here, and then we'll cut it out so that I don't lose my kit number. And this just helps, A, with filming, it helps you guys see more of the page, but B, it's just way easier to hold when it is smaller. Okay, so up here is to buy meals, meal plan, grocery pickup. So those are the ones we're getting ready to pull from here. So this week I have been going through stuff, well, probably the last couple of weeks, but I've been going through stuff and decluttering. And this week I have decluttered quite a bit in my office. I've been going through all my writing utensils even, and like getting rid of the old, putting the new, all that kind of stuff. And it has felt so refreshing and good. Went through the shoe closet, through the living room, halfway through my daughter's room. I kind of need her home for the rest of it because just sizes, she needs to try on some of the clothes and such. And so, oh my gosh, like trying to just get through every single room in the house. And you'll see, I need to make stickers for it. I believe that I shared this already in one of the videos, but here in October, we're getting ready to do the October monthly, but here in October, I wrote down like every area that I want to focus on, and quite a few of these can already get marked off, which is really, really amazing already. I need to go through my master bathroom, guys. That thing, it becomes a catch-all for everybody's excess and the back stock of everything. And so, yeah, I definitely need to go through there and get rid of some of the stuff. Expired stuff. I'm pretty sure there's expired stuff. We found not some lotion, some cream, like hydrocortisone cream. And I have gone through this bathroom so many times, so I don't know how this one has slipped through the crack, but we found some hydrocortisone cream that expired in 2020. And I am just like, oh my gosh, that is gross. And like I said, I go through our bathrooms at least once a year throwing away stuff. So it really, really surprised me that that ended up happening. But that's the reason why I end up writing stuff down. And then the other thing I try to do is no spend November. So here coming up in November, I try to just eat out of our fridge, pantry, and our freezers to really use up stuff. Granted, I've been doing that like since last month because my freezers got full. And I'm like, enough is enough, Jamie. And so we have been doing that. I'm just looking back for last week's grocery list to see what I need to pull forward, because I know there's a few. I have been doing that already, but in November, we like really focus and hit it hard. We'll go and buy bread and produce and like cheese or milk if we need, just because that keeps like meals going. But outside of that, we are like putting together the most random meals by the end of the month. Okay. Okay, so I know I have more on my list, but that's a good start. Meals, there's a few things. I want to put either taco soup or chili, but I think I'm going to ask my family like which one that they prefer. Really, tonight would be a great night for that because it being so cold and rainy and all that kind of stuff. Meal prep, I got stuff to make breakfast bowls. So I have hash browns, I have my eggs, I bought egg whites to increase the protein on it without like many calories. I have some bacon bits, or I need to get some sausage out of the freezer. I have a watermelon I need to get cut up again. We go through a lot of watermelon, so you guys see this week after week, and oh my gosh, we just love watermelon. Okay, so then over here, we've written the wrong kids stuff. Let's fill in this part first, and then we'll go over here, because otherwise I feel like I'm going to be rushing that and maybe writing stuff incorrectly. Okay, so on Monday, we have dance after school. Tuesday, let's go ahead and get all our markers out. Okay, so if you guys have been here for a while, you know that everything is color-coded. So high school dance, football, this is appointments or random items, studio dance, this is my little kids, like elementary items, and this is my high schooler items. And so this works out so well. So let's go ahead, and we have dance Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And actually that Saturday I need to move down a little bit because we have football that day too. Let's move. Okay, so that one is good. And then football, we have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then oh, maybe I need to double check that we do have Saturday. We should, though. I don't have it written on my calendar, and my guess is I just didn't get it written down. Okay, so Saturday, and then we have a game. Let's see, it's in the afternoon on Sunday, so we'll kind of put it right there. And I forgot, we do also have dance Sunday night. That's kind of unfortunate actually, because the football game is away where grandparents live. And so we're probably going to meet up, go out to eat with them and all that kind of stuff. But because of that, I don't think my little girls, like any of my girls, can be with us. They kind of need to hold back to go to dance instead. So we'll see how much that works out. Like, it is what it is. That sounds really bad, but it is what it is, you guys. Okay, the other thing, what color do I want? It is purple, is we have band on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. And so we'll put that, and we also have high school dance on Wednesday mornings and Tuesday after school. And the only other thing I feel like should go on here is we have an appointment, and this is like a very, I kind of did these out of order. Let's just put it right there, but it will be out of order basically. Okay. Let's start writing in times here really quick. See, I love this color coding because I already know exactly how many times we have football. I know how many times we have dance. I know that I have an extra appointment here. Like, it really, really works. So I'm going to write in all the times. I'll be right back. Okay, so we have this all filled out. And one thing that I'm seeing already that I want to protect is right here. I have the day off work. The kids get out of school. We don't have anything going on that night. This is a family night, like automatically right here, family night. And so we will either have a game night or a movie night that night. I'm gonna have to like take a vote basically to see which way they wanna go with that. So I'm just gonna write that in to protect that time frame. As your kids get busier or as your family is busy, like, you need to look for these days, because I feel like for us, they're few, far, and in between. Like, you would think the weekend would be like a good family time. We are so busy on the weekend, like just as busy on the weekend as we are during the week. And so when I see this happen every now and then, boom, protect that as family time. Okay, then a few things that I need to do here. So we have $50 due for a solo competition, and so I wrote that to remind me to get that paid. And honestly too, I'm gonna put the correct color dot right next to it because it is specific for high school dance. And then we are gonna write down, so on Wednesday we have trash and recycling, and so on Tuesday I need to collect trash / recycling. I need to clean out fridge, and I'm going to add / pantry. I mean, I clean it out as I see stuff, but I want to say there's a lot of bag of chips. There's probably like 5 bags of chips that are open in there. And I'm pretty sure at least 2 of them probably have been open a little bit too long. And so, yeah, I need to go through there and just toss stuff, like make sure, you know, all the dates and all that kind of stuff, or how long stuff has been open is good. And then it also prompts me, I know I have a few Hawaiian rolls that I have left in there. And so with those, like, see, writing this just prompted me to think of this. I have some Hawaiian rolls left in there, and what I do with that so that they don't go bad is I just make lunch meat sandwiches. I put them in the freezer and in packs of 2. And when my kids pack their lunch bags in the morning, they literally just have to grab out frozen sandwiches, and by lunchtime, they're absolutely perfect. So Hawaiian roll. I just spelt Hawaiian so wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me, and it doesn't look right after it. It's IAN, but yeah, as I'm writing, it doesn't look good. Hawaiian roll sandwiches. So that'll prompt me that I need to get that done so that they don't go to waste. There was a few things I've actually like pre-written here, a few things I needed to get done. So yesterday we had band lessons. So let's just write in band / BC lesson. And then this day we have band. Oh, that day we didn't have band. Oh my gosh, Jamie. That's fine. We're crossing it out. It's not going to be perfect. / BG lesson. This is to just make sure that the correct kid takes the correct instrument on the correct day. And then here is band, and they don't have any extra lesson, it's just band. And then I needed to do work icons, and I needed to go and get gift wrap. And so let's write out gift wrap. And I need to make sure, we have a few birthdays here. So Thursday is my husband's. I'm gonna make these bold. All right, Thursday is my husband's. He's 43. So we're gonna write Rem 43. And then this is a birthday party. It's our daughter's. And so everybody say happy birthday to Rem and happy birthday to Kenzie. And here is B-Day party. And we're doing it at 4 p.m. And that way, like, everybody can still do their morning practices, but yet she still gets it on her birthday, which I think she thinks is just the coolest thing ever. So this is, I know I'm jumping down here, but pick up cake, and that's at 1 o'clock. And we kind of made it that way, you know, like already think about when you're out and about. We'll be out and about for their solo and duet practices, and then we can go pick it up right after that. Okay, work icons I got done. Over here we have band lessons, dance, football, clean out fridge, clean out pantry, collect recycling, update family calendar. I do need to get that done. We're running out of space here. I'm just going to write it on Monday because I have extra space there, but my family is looking for that and I don't have it done, and I always have it done before the start of the month. So yeah, we need to do it. Down here we have a family meeting every Sunday. This is something I just started a few weeks ago, and it's actually working. It literally takes 5 minutes. It's so fast, but it gets us all together about what our schedule is for that week. So family meeting, and then this is a shot night, and it's a single injection night. So we'll write it there, and then I'm also gonna write it up here. And I have an alarm set on my phone so that we don't forget it, which feels like a lot, but it's not. Okay, so I also want to look back at last week to see what all I had. Laundry, band lessons. It was homecoming week, so we were writing in the extra day, clean out fridge, trash, band, twin day. I don't think there's anything that needed to get pulled through for that one. So we're good as far as that goes. The other thing I do on this day is bathrooms. So let's write in bathrooms. And then I wonder, because I have an endocrine appointment with my son out and about, do I want to put in a grocery order? But I kind of need to figure out meals for sure too. And so let's go here and write in grocery order. And that way it kind of just prompts me for stuff. Okay, I think we need to go through and we need to put dots for stuff that is like color code over here basically. So band is a color code. So let's do that. Sometimes it'll be on the opposite side if it's that first one. Otherwise it looks like, where'd that pink go? Way over here. Otherwise it looks like it's pink. There's going to be a lot of pink dots, isn't it? So I needed to go get the gift wrap, but I need to write down wrap presents so I don't forget. There we go. And then those are good. Okay. I worked that day. And I thinking about like what kind of stuff I need, our grocery pickup is going to be for Walmart. So let's put that. And then it does make sense for me to do it. So let's write in grocery pickup Walmart. And we'll get that pink back out and just do one more dot right there. Okay, and I think the only other thing I want to add over here is daily routine. I want to figure out a really good flow to my day. So normally what I do, I get up, I get the kids ready and stuff, and once they get off to school or before they leave for school, I start chores and all that kind of stuff. And that way, hopefully, like, chores are getting going before I sit down to work on my business. But I want to go back to getting like even more precise things done. I kind of want to, for my business, I'm a little overwhelmed. Like, should I work on this day or that day? I want to set a filming editing day, and I want to set an admin / design day every single week. And so that's what I'm meaning by the daily routine. Drink 40 ounces of water every single day. No phone after 10 o'clock. Guys, my brain is having a really hard time shutting down, and I don't think it's so much the phone, but I'm also like watching TV in bed at night, which we always do. But yeah, it's keeping my brain awake. So last night, what I ended up doing is at a certain time, I left the TV on because if I turn it off, then my brain just starts thinking about everything I need to do, and I want to get up and go downstairs and work. But I put on like the sleeping rain storm type sound in the background, and that helped so much last night, so much. So I think I'm going to continue to do that. It also helped that it was raining last night. The other thing too, I went to walk 3 times this week. Okay, so I think that's enough goals. You don't want to make too many, right? Because then you just allow yourself to be like, it's fine if I don't do all these because it's too many. So keep it simple and then build upon that once you start hitting that. All right, so a quick flip through. I have a whole bunch of stuff to do here. Some of this stuff will only take a few minutes, and I need to every single week just make like a hour time block of do the stuff you don't want to do, Jamie. So then we have our to buy list. I need to go through and put a whole bunch more. Like if I have Stromboli, I need to get a few more things for that. Meal prep, we added some stuff. Grocery pickup, we're going to do Walmart on Wednesday this week. Our workouts, all of our scheduled tasks, and then all of our different tasks that we need to get done. I love this layout. I say this every single week, but I am telling you, this works so, so well. I encourage you to try it. You can kind of change up what it is. Maybe with all of the washi strips, you can make this into 4 different blocks, and there can be like a home block, a family block, a workout block, and a personal care block. Like make it your own and make it work for you. All right, this is kit 376. It's linked down below in the description. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.